When we shape the machine, we will dismantle the leaf. We will dismantle this leaf. This leaf, we will dismantle it like this. So it can reduce the height of the machine. So after you receive the machine, you only need to install the leaf. And it's very easy. You just need to tighten these screws. It's okay. Total 6 screws. And after you install it, they will be like this. We only dismantle the leaf. And after you install the machine, the first step, you need to install this material in the decoller. And then we need setting the mold. Later we will teach you how to set the mold. Every time when we cut the tube, we need to take it down, take away the tube, and then can go to the next cut. And you can also move this tube to the second material spot, because now we only put one material spot here, and we will give you 2 material spots, so you can move the finished tube to the second material spot. And when you get the next 3 meters, you just need to move this switch. This is for the switch roller. You can move the switch roller to the 3 meters position. For example, you put here. It's for 3 meters. So the next tube will go to this place. It will be stopped. So so you can put the first duct to the second material spot. It doesn't matter. But the duct needs to be moved by hand. It cannot move automatically because the material spot do not have any power. Now the machine is already installed one mold. The mold diameter is 200 diameter. So first we will testing the machine for you, and after we will teach you how to install the mold. 你开始吧，开始按哪个键？等一下。And the length of the the tube is setting by this 这叫什么？
定位长度等于长度等于。
Length thinner. Yeah, this is length thinner. So if you put here, the length will be come to this position. It will be stopped. And you change this thinner, we can change the length. If we put the thinner to here, we will get the length also to this position. Okay, the first we will try to cut a cut. 可以了。See the tube. Okay, this is finished cut. This is the standard strips for the mold we sent you with the machine. and there are total 16 pieces, different strips with different diameters. And we mark the diameter on each strip, so you will easy to know the diameter. Okay, so now we will teach you how to install this strip. If you find a 100 diameter, it can make a 100 diameter strip. 要把这两螺丝松掉的吧？ Okay, so when we got the machine, if we want to install install this strip, and we need to find this metal plate. We need to loosen these two screws. And take this plate, and then we need to install the strip on this side. And this is a forming strip. Is from 100 diameter to 250, and this is for the big strip. Is for bigger diameters. And first we will teach you to install these small strips, and we will choose 200. We will choose 200 diameter to install. And we need to install it on this steel plate. 随便哪一段哦，上面有孔是吧？对。We will find two holes on the strip, so just like this to install them, hole to hole. And then insert the steel to the machine, and put this side insert to this place.
等一下，这里不是有个台阶吗？这里和这里。
And there is a stage here.
这两个台阶的一半。
And here is also a stage.
这两个台阶的一半。
这个东西到中间是吧？
啊，对对，这两个台阶的一半。
And these screws need to the middle of these two stages, to the middle position of the two stages. This is the correct position. So we location the position, and after we tighten these screws. In the front we see is the 是这个点是吧？
对。
This point to the middle of the two stages. And then we tighten the both screws.
一定要斜对角紧。
And we need to tighten to first this one, and the second, and the third, the fourth. We must do this. Do this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And after, we need to install these two screws. And now the strip is for 200 diameters, so we need also change to this block to 2 diameters position. 是你的吧？ 200. So we need to move this block to 200 position, and then paint it. Okay. 上面的也要调吗？
对。
And we just adjust this one, and we also need to adjust this one to 200是吧？ to 200， 也是上面这里吗？
这是下面。
这是从看下面啊？this block should refer to this position. This one to here to 200, and this one we see this position to 200. We only need to adjust this two, and this one no need adjust. Only need to adjust the right to one, two.
第3步，这个是。
And we just choose the 200 diameter, so we also need to change this position, change to 200 also, and we can roll this. We can roll this button and change the size. Now it's 200. Okay. Just to roll this handle to adjust the size of this place, and then fitting the material. Okay. And then press the foot handle. 这个尽量是吧？等一下。
你把那个铁丝就一下它，再一个。
然后启动电源嘛。
等一下我把它关掉。
Okay. And then turn on the power. 英文吧。We can choose the English language.
然后先要打手动界面。
And first we need to go to the manual screen. 好。
手动界面。这个是。然后把它抽掉进去了。
And press the foot handle to fit the material.
还有一点。 这个料送进去之后要。
When we feed the material, we need to open the water pump. 在哪里？We need to press the water pump. Water pump starts, and it will pass water out. And here to adjust the water to big and small. And here also has water. This two water pumps used to cooling, used to cool.
一定要慢。
And we need to make it slowly to fit the material. 速度可以调吗？
能调。
This is the feeding speed. 你现在是多少？
现在打的是0.5。
Now the speed is to 0.5. 是哪呢？从哪看？
这个白颜色的。
This one. Now it's 0.5 speed to fitting the material. First, fitting the material is better to make the speed slower.
轮子的中心
And
就要下压。
when the material go to the middle of the roll, then we need to press. 等一下，哪个？
这个。
we need to press the. 等一下，我来。
你自己按。
Press the roller.
这样。 按钮。好。
Okay. And see? Yes. 现在已经过去了。
然后这样的时候要用手抓着它。
It means when the material go to the middle of this roller, then we press the press button, and it will press and keep feeding. Okay. 现在开始。
用手抓着。
After the material feed out, we better to use our hand.
好，你过来这边。
We better to use our hand to catch the material. And we need to careful. This is the corner, the material corner. This is the material corner. Need to match to this groove. The corner need to match to this groove. We need to make sure they are matched. Okay. 看不清，说实话。This corner. Okay. 可以了。可以了。
可以了吧？好。然后我先慢慢的先压一圈，先压一圈。
And we will slowly to roll a cycle.
压一圈，如果这个边跑出来的时候，你要用这只手推进去啊。
And this is after one circle. We need to make sure this edge is also matched to this groove. If it go out, we better to press it to make sure they are matched.
在试了2、3圈以后，在它没有跑料的情况下，把这个螺丝锁起来。
After almost 3 cycles and they are still matched to the groove, and then we need to tighten these screws. And also these screws. We need to tighten these 2 screws. Okay. And then we loose this side. 然后呢？
放下去了。
And move it to tighten the tube. And then tighten it also. And after we tighten all the 3 screws, we keep test. And now we didn't use the head to hold the tube, but it is still royal, and they are still matched. This means it's so well, and we can working now.
进行切割，手动切割。
And now we will teach you how to cut. 手动切割。那如果加 So now all steps setting well, we can adjust the speed to be faster here by here. And
这个是切割速度。
And this buttons is for the cutting speed. And if we get the length we got, if we got the length, we will cut.
然后我先手动。
这个。And we need to cut this part first. Okay. 哪个是切割啊？
这个是切割。
Party, not party.
还有拿，还有这个，现在它不是拿，它这个边还有一点那个嘛不齐的嘛，这里有一点。
Now we see for this place, it's not cutting very well, so we can do some adjust.
然后就是说松这把螺丝和那边的那把小螺丝。
And we will lose these screws and this side screws.
然后再拿活动扳手扳这个螺丝，调节它的方向角度。
We will use a spanner to
扳这个它就会动，有角度。
we will use a spanner to adjust this, and it will change the blade position. So we need to make sure the cutting is very beautiful. If any place not cut well, we will do this step to change it, to adjust the blade, to make sure the cutting is well. So now in the manual mode, we have setting everything well. Setting the mode well and setting the cutting blade well, and then we can go to the automatic mode.
输入这里，比方说你要切割5根，在那边
自动模式的吧？
对。
Okay, now we go to the automatic screen.
这个是你比方说像你要切5根。
This is the quantity of the. This is the cutting numbers of the cutting quantities you want. If you want to cut 10 pieces, you can input the 10 here. Okay, this is for setting the quantity.
对。
然后呢？
然后你输入10根，现在打自动的话，现在就能切10根。
切割长度呢？哦，长度在这。
And
the length we setting by this.
纤维线它。
This is limit to cutting the to setting the length. 这怎么看呀？这几米在哪里啊？
这个
自己量是吧？
这个你只能说切一边量一下。
Okay, we need to measure the size and put the limit switch here. For example, it's 1 meter. After you measure by ruler.
这个比如说你切多长，你这个地方呢
You can use the ruler to measure it. For example, this is for 1.5 meters, and you put the limit switch here. It's
显示
okay.
屏上也能控制。
So
你先等一下，你别按了。你现在按的话，它就是切10根。
So after we setting the quantity to 10 and setting the length, all this setting well, we can press this auto start, and it will cut in 10 pieces. Okay, so this is all steps to use the spiral duct forming machine.
还有一点。
And there is a last and important step is we need to input the emulsified oil here. It means when the machine working, we need to make sure it has emulsified oil inside. Emulsified oil. And this is the power line for L1, L2, L3, three-piece line wires. And this is for the air tube. 这个要接气，对吧？ This machine needs to connect the air compressor. Okay, so this is all the steps to debugging these machines. And when we power connect the wires of the machine, we need to make sure the motor is running forward. This is for correct running direction. And we also need to make sure the cutting blade, the motor, is also running forward. After these two motors are confirmed to running forward, and we need to make sure这管子发货的时候接在上面的吗？对，接在上面。And we need to make sure the holes, the tubes, these tubes, we need to make sure they are put in the box. Put in this box, because this box we use to test in the machine. It's not new, it's an old one. And this will come with the machine. So we need to make sure all the tubes put in the box, and we need to make sure we need to put the emulsified oil inside, so that we see the oil can feed into this place. Emulsified oil. So this is very important step. We need to make sure we have put the emulsified oil inside the box and put the tubes inside the box.